Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We doing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready, and we are underway from FedEx Field. Fields in right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Come on. I'm not flying.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents off the ground.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and second and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They could match it from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a pass.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw, Huntley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. These two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Huntley to throw. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. There'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This size is a tough man to bring down. They do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Huntley. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. That sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things, getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on 3rd down. But let's see air out of the momentum balloon just a little.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. And now the rookie's free. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Well, so much for the opening drive being capped off by a field goal, CD. It's capped off by a touchdown after all, except I don't think in the manner that we were expecting.
No doubt about that, because you sent me a note earlier in the week saying you thought special teams might play a big role in this one. I don't know that you expected it this early in the game.
No, I didn't. That was a pretty impressive play, and what a way to get their first points. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Huntley. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Looking to throw. Huntley. Throwing deep for Galladay. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Off play action. Huntley steps away. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back to throw. Huntley.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll run with Gibson.
And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
They'll go. It's Gibson. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Gibson again. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down. The throw for Tony is intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. But for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Running left, it's Barkley. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Barkley, toss play left. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having the linebackers set the edge.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. And it's caught, Beckham.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff, Barkley running left. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Again, it's Barkley, and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley
hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Joey Slye on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
Slye able to put this one through.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Second half starts with a run by Gibson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. A tremendous pursuit that time for the middle linebacker position. He had to cover a lot of ground to get in and make that play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything. And here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
They'll go to Barkley again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, they ran pretty much wild, didn't they? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this week, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Barkley is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Huntley. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Giants use the short field to get in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will shrink to 6. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They'll try the left side with Gibson.
They find some open field here. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson,
44 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Huntley.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The pass complete on the crossing route. This is Tony with it. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 39.
A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 39-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw again.
And that'll be caught by Tony. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
30. 10. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw on second down,
Huntley. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger.
and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Looking to throw. Huntley. Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Looking to throw on second down. Huntley. He finds his target, Beckham.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check match, check match. Hey, man, Bronco!
Now a play fake here on first down. On the move to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
To throw on second down, Huntley. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Following following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Back to throw. Huntley. That's complete to Tony. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That was terrible. Awful. Serious.
Hey, check out. Three.
On 1st down, Huntley.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
Touchdown!
Kadarius Tony
From 21 yards away.
And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Gano the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
A handoff running left is Gibson.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, he sheds himself free.
And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. Gibson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. For this one now, Charles, you'd have to think all but over.
I would agree with that because this offensive line, they've been physical from the first snap of the game, and it's taken a toll on this defense. And it was never more evident than on that play right there. They continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Throwing to start the drive. Huntley. He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
Oh, still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Looking to throw. Huntley.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone. And the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's a tough throw because he's moving to his left. He's got to get his shoulders pointed back right to throw it all the way across field to try and connect. Unable to do so.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty.
Yep.
Will have it on the turnover on downs.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides.
Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. But it looked like Washington got it back, and indeed they did. It remains Commanders football.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. On the counter, Gibson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. A handoff for Gibson.
Room here to run. Pushes past him. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson
with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year.
And the Commanders are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. An extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Taken in at the 3. It takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That was earning a first down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that first down by taking a big-time hit.
To throw, Huntley.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here.
Heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Washington,
it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco.